Welcome to St. James in the City, a church that's been here since the mid-1920s and is still alive and bustling today.
And it's so hard to believe, but in a few weeks' time, we're going to be starting our program year here at St. James.
Yes, a year full of great experiences, and we're really hoping that you can be part of them. So we're going to invite you inside so that you can tell you, not over the sound of traffic. And now we're inside the church, this beautiful, beautiful space, this neo-Gothic 1920s magnificent building. And I think if some people, when they first come here, they might feel like this space is so formal and imposing, but it wasn't that way for you, was it?
It was love at first sight.
Love at first sight.
This is where all the fun happens.
I know. Who knows? There are weddings, there are marriage vow renewals, there are all sorts of experiences that we have in life and community. And the last weekend in September, the choir returns.
In a few weeks, we'll have our first Evensong of the season.
Yes.
And that's on Sundays at 4:15. And it's such a different vibe than a normal Sunday service.
It really is. It's just almost purely music, and it's meditative. The air is filled with incense.
Yes.
If you've never tried an Evensong service, we urge you to come. There's lots of beautiful things to show you here. Here's one thing, and that's the 1927 Steinway that we recently purchased, which is great for our services and also for our Sunday evening Classical Sundays at 6 concert series, where we have world-class musicians coming into this space. Tell us about the organ. I know that you're an organist, so you can...
Probably one of the best instruments on the West Coast in terms of sacred music. Doesn't really get much better than all of the trumpets, the deep bass pipes all going off at the same time. It gives you such a chill when you hear all of that go up.
And musicians frequently tell us that they love the acoustics of this space. The sound is amazing, and if you have yet to experience the choir of St. James in person, I can't wait for you to hear them.
Sacred music that will take your heart and mind to places unbelievable.
Yes, absolutely. I'm taking you up here because I want to share with you an experience I had when I first came to St. James for my job interview 5 years ago, a little more than that now. And I walked into this space and I thought, wow, this is not like the kind of churches that I'm used to. It's so regal and imposing. And so I wondered if it could really be for me. But Jim Buonamani, our music director and organist, was playing for me on this organ. And I walked up here, behind this beautiful marble altar. And I remember the feeling of just putting my hands here and feeling a kind of warmth. I know that's not possible with marble, but I sensed in this space so much history and warmth and welcome. And this was the moment when I thought, if they will have me, I will say yes. Where are we now?
So right now we are in the courtyard, and this is really the social hub of St. James. In just a few minutes here, we're going to be starting our Friday night dinner. And we get about 75 guests who come and just enjoy the beautiful courtyard, the safe space, and of course the amazing home-cooked food that we get week after week after week here.
Amazing food. There's volunteers here, and our guests, our friends, are going to arrive any minute. In the evenings, there are twinkle lights in these trees, and often there's some Ella Fitzgerald playing on the stereo system.
And it's also where we have coffee hour after all of our service, and home of the world famous St. James Turtle Pond.
Yes, we're glowing in enthusiasm for St. James, but also because it's hot up here in the balcony. But we wanted to come up here as we say goodbye to just show you how beautiful the space looks from this vantage point, and also to say a few more words of welcome. Here are some ways that we would like to welcome you.
So whether you're interested in volunteering at our soup kitchen, if you want to join us for either a Sunday morning service or Evensong, if you've been thinking about baptism or confirmation, or maybe things are getting serious with someone special in your life and you want to get married here.
Yes.
Any of those things.
Or how about this? How about you're not a churchy person? I wasn't. I didn't grow up with any church. But how about you're not a churchy person, you've never really been to church, and when you've come to churches before, it didn't feel quite right, but there's something stirring in you. And you want to explore what that might be. So just come to a service, come have coffee with us, whatever you want to do, but put a toe in the water and see what it feels like for you to be at St. James in the City. We love it so much, and we think that you will too.
So whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
please know that you will be warmly welcomed.
Amen.